Have you ever felt like you were living in two different realities at once? A sense that things weren't quite as solid as they seemed? What if I told you that feeling might be closer to reality than you think? Today, we're diving deep into the mind-bending intersection of spirituality and quantum consciousness, exploring how the very fabric of reality might be more fluid and malleable than we ever imagined. Get ready to question everything you thought you knew, because we're about to embark on a journey that could change your perception of reality forever. The quest to understand consciousness and its relationship to the universe is as old as humanity itself. Ancient philosophical traditions, from the Vedic texts of India to the teachings of the Greek philosophers, grappled with the nature of reality and the role of the observer. The Upanishads, for example, spoke of Brahman, the ultimate reality, and Atman, the individual self, suggesting a profound interconnectedness between all things. Similarly, Plato's theory of forms proposed a realm of perfect, eternal ideas that shape our perceived reality, hinting at a reality beyond the physical. These early inquiries laid the groundwork for later explorations into the nature of consciousness and its potential influence on the world around us. Moving forward in time, we encounter the mystics and spiritual teachers who emphasize the power of inner experience and the potential for transcending ordinary consciousness. Figures like Buddha, with his teachings on mindfulness and the cessation of suffering, and Jesus, with his message of love and forgiveness, offered pathways to a deeper understanding of reality through direct experience. These traditions emphasize the importance of self-awareness, compassion, and the realization of our interconnectedness with all beings. They suggested that by transforming our inner world, we could also transform our outer reality. These perspectives, while often rooted in faith and intuition, provided a rich tapestry of insights into the nature of consciousness and its potential for shaping our experience. In more recent history, thinkers like Carl Jung explored the depths of the unconscious mind, proposing the concept of the collective unconscious, a shared reservoir of archetypes and symbols that connect all of humanity. Jung's work suggested that our individual consciousness is not isolated but rather deeply intertwined with the collective consciousness of humanity, influencing our perceptions and experiences in profound ways. Furthermore, the rise of transpersonal psychology in the late 20th century offered a bridge between psychology and spirituality, exploring the potential for human growth and transformation beyond the individual ego. Pioneers like Abraham Maslow and Stanislav Grof expanded the boundaries of psychological inquiry, incorporating concepts like peak experiences, altered states of consciousness, and the exploration of spiritual dimensions of human experience. These developments paved the way for a more holistic and integrated understanding of consciousness, one that encompasses both the individual and the collective, the psychological and the spiritual. Now, let's turn our attention to the groundbreaking discoveries of quantum physics, which have revolutionized our understanding of the universe at its most fundamental level. One of the most startling revelations of quantum mechanics is the principle of superposition, which states that a quantum particle can exist in multiple states simultaneously until it is observed. This means that, before measurement, a particle can be in multiple places or have multiple properties at the same time. This challenges our classical intuition that objects have definite properties regardless of whether we are observing them. Another key concept is quantum entanglement, where two or more particles become linked in such a way that they share the same fate, no matter how far apart they are. If you measure the state of one entangled particle, you instantly know the state of the other, even if they are light years away. Einstein famously called this spooky action at a distance, as it seemed to violate the principle that nothing can travel faster than light. The observer effect in quantum mechanics is perhaps the most intriguing aspect of all. It suggests that the act of observation itself can influence the behavior of quantum systems. The famous double-slit experiment beautifully illustrates this phenomenon. When particles are fired through two slits and not observed, they create an interference pattern, suggesting they are behaving like waves. However, when the particles are observed, the interference pattern disappears, and they behave like particles, passing through one slit or the other. This raises profound questions about the role of consciousness in shaping reality. Does the act of observation by a conscious observer somehow collapse the wave function, causing the particle to manifest in a definite state? This question has been at the heart of intense debate and speculation among physicists and philosophers alike. These quantum phenomena have led some scientists and thinkers to explore the possibility of a connection between quantum physics and consciousness. The idea is that consciousness might not be merely a byproduct of brain activity, but rather a fundamental aspect of reality, interacting with the quantum world in ways we are only beginning to understand. One prominent theory is the Integrated Information Theory, IIT, which proposes that consciousness is related to the amount of integrated information a system possesses. According to IIT, any system that has a high degree of integrated information, whether it's a brain, a computer, or even a simple circuit, has some degree of consciousness. Another influential theory is the Orco-R theory, proposed by Roger Penrose and Stuart Hameroff, which suggests that consciousness arises from quantum computations occurring within microtubules inside brain neurons. These theories, while still speculative, offer tantalizing glimpses into the possibility of a deeper connection between consciousness and the quantum realm. Now, let's explore some personal stories of individuals who have experienced shifts in their perception of reality, often through spiritual practices or transformative experiences. Consider the case of a woman named Sarah, who had been struggling with chronic anxiety and depression for years. After trying various therapies and medications with limited success, she decided to explore mindfulness meditation. Initially, she found it difficult to quiet her racing thoughts, but with consistent practice, she began to notice subtle shifts in her awareness. She realized that her thoughts were not facts, but rather mental events that she could observe without judgment. As she deepened her meditation practice, she experienced moments of profound peace and clarity, feeling a sense of interconnectedness with all things. Over time, her anxiety and depression significantly decreased, and she developed a greater sense of resilience and well-being. Sarah's story illustrates the transformative potential of mindfulness and its ability to shift our perception of reality. Another compelling example is the story of a man named David, who had a near-death experience NDE after a serious car accident. During his NDE, he reported feeling a sense of profound peace and unconditional love, as well as a feeling of being outside his body and observing the events unfolding around him. He also described encountering deceased loved ones and experiencing a panoramic life review, where he relived key moments from his life with a heightened sense of understanding and compassion. After his NDE, David's perspective on life changed dramatically. He lost his fear of death and developed a deep appreciation for the present moment. He also felt a strong sense of purpose and a desire to help others. David's story, like many NDE accounts, suggests that consciousness may not be limited to the physical brain and that there may be dimensions of reality beyond our ordinary perception. These personal narratives, while anecdotal, offer valuable insights into the potential for human consciousness to transcend the limitations of our everyday experience. They suggest that through practices like meditation, mindfulness, and even transformative experiences like NDEs, we can access deeper levels of awareness and shift our perception of reality in profound ways. While these experiences may not be easily explained by conventional science, they point to the possibility of a more expansive and interconnected view of consciousness and its relationship to the universe. However, it's important to acknowledge the limitations of our current understanding and to approach these topics with a critical and discerning mind. While quantum physics has revealed some astonishing aspects of reality, it does not necessarily prove the existence of consciousness beyond the brain or the ability to consciously manipulate reality. Many scientists remain skeptical of claims that quantum mechanics can explain consciousness or paranormal phenomena, arguing that these interpretations often involve misinterpretations or oversimplifications of quantum principles. It's crucial to distinguish between scientific evidence and speculative interpretations, and to avoid drawing conclusions that are not supported by rigorous research. Despite these limitations, the exploration of consciousness and its relationship to the universe remains a fascinating and important area of inquiry. Recent scientific discoveries continue to shed light on the complexities of the brain and the nature of consciousness. For example, advances in neuroscience have allowed us to map brain activity with unprecedented precision, revealing the neural correlates of different states of consciousness, such as wakefulness, sleep, and meditation. Studies on neuroplasticity have shown that the brain is far more adaptable and changeable than previously thought, suggesting that our experiences and practices can literally reshape our brains and alter our perceptions of reality. Furthermore, research on altered states of consciousness, such as those induced by psychedelic substances, has provided valuable insights into the neural mechanisms underlying subjective experience and the potential for expanding our awareness. It's also important to consider alternative perspectives and theories that may challenge our conventional understanding of consciousness. For example, Some philosophers and scientists have proposed panpsychism, the view that consciousness is a fundamental property of all matter, not just brains. According to panpsychism, even simple particles like electrons may have some minimal form of consciousness. While this idea may seem radical, it offers a potential solution to the hard problem of consciousness, which asks how subjective experience can arise from purely physical processes. Other alternative theories include the holographic universe theory, which suggests that our perceived reality is a projection from a distant, two-dimensional surface, and the simulation hypothesis, which proposes that we may be living in a computer simulation created by an advanced civilization. While these theories remain highly speculative, they encourage us to think outside the box and to question our assumptions about the nature of reality. The implications of these ideas extend far beyond the realm of science and philosophy, impacting our understanding of ourselves, our relationships, and our place in the universe. If consciousness is indeed a fundamental aspect of reality, then it suggests that we are all interconnected in ways we are only beginning to understand. This interconnectedness could have profound implications for our ethical and moral responsibilities, as it suggests that our actions have far-reaching consequences, affecting not only ourselves but also the world around us. Furthermore, the possibility that consciousness can influence reality raises the potential for consciously shaping our lives and creating a more positive and fulfilling future. By cultivating our inner awareness, practicing compassion, and aligning our thoughts and actions with our highest values, we may be able to tap into the power of consciousness to transform ourselves and the world around us. In the realm of practical applications, the principles of quantum consciousness are finding their way into various fields, from healthcare to technology. In healthcare, mindfulness-based interventions are increasingly being used to treat a wide range of conditions, including anxiety, depression, chronic pain, and even cancer. These interventions are based on the idea that by cultivating present moment awareness and non-judgmental acceptance, we can reduce stress, improve emotional regulation, and enhance overall well-being. Furthermore, some researchers are exploring the potential of quantum-based therapies, such as quantum resonance therapy, which aims to harmonize the body's energy fields and promote healing at a cellular level. While the scientific evidence for these therapies is still limited, they represent a promising area of research. In the realm of technology, the principles of quantum mechanics are being harnessed to develop new and powerful technologies, such as quantum computers, which have the potential to revolutionize fields like medicine, finance, and artificial intelligence. Quantum computers leverage the principles of superposition and entanglement to perform calculations that are impossible for classical computers, opening up new possibilities for solving complex problems and simulating quantum systems. Furthermore, some researchers are exploring the possibility of developing quantum sensors that can detect subtle changes in the environment, such as brain activity or emotional states. These sensors could have applications in areas like neuroscience, psychology, and even lie detection. Culturally, the ideas of spirituality and quantum consciousness are gaining increasing traction, influencing art, music, literature, and film. Many artists are exploring themes of interconnectedness, non-duality, and the nature of reality in their work, seeking to inspire viewers to question their assumptions and expand their perspectives. Musicians are experimenting with sound and vibration to create immersive and transformative experiences that can alter consciousness and promote healing. Writers are exploring the intersection of science and spirituality in their novels and essays, offering new ways of understanding ourselves and our place in the universe. And filmmakers are creating visually stunning and thought-provoking movies that challenge our perceptions of reality and invite us to consider the deeper mysteries of existence. As we look to the future, the exploration of spirituality and quantum consciousness promises to continue to evolve, offering new insights and possibilities for understanding ourselves and the universe. Emerging trends in this field include the integration of artificial intelligence with consciousness research, the development of new tools for measuring and manipulating consciousness, and the exploration of the ethical and social implications of these advancements. As we continue to push the boundaries of our knowledge, it's important to approach these topics with humility, curiosity, and a willingness to question our assumptions. By embracing both science and spirituality, we can unlock new potentials for human growth, healing, and transformation. So, as we come to the end of our exploration today, what are your thoughts? Has your perception of reality shifted even slightly? Do you feel a sense of wonder about the possibilities that lie at the intersection of science and spirituality? The journey of understanding consciousness and its connection to the quantum world is a lifelong pursuit, and there's still so much to discover. As you continue on your own path, I encourage you to remain open to new ideas, to question your assumptions, and to cultivate your inner awareness. The more we explore the mysteries of consciousness, the more we may realize that reality is far more fluid and malleable than we ever imagined. If you enjoyed this mind-bending exploration, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps the channel get discovered. And if you're ready to dive even deeper into the mysteries of consciousness and spirituality, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future uploads. We're constantly exploring new and exciting topics, and we'd love to have you join our community of seekers. Finally, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. What are your experiences with altered states of consciousness? Do you believe there's a connection between quantum physics and spirituality? What are some of the biggest questions you have about the nature of reality? Share your thoughts and insights, and let's continue the conversation together. Thank you for joining me on this journey, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.